Save you. The hunting grounds are open to you.
I can refill my pouch with these later. Take to the skies. Need to find a spot to land. cutter's working. on now.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh, no. You first.
Better get everyone in the control room. So Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Before I forget, I watered those plants for you. I just know they meant a lot to you, and, well...
Did you need something?
Just you wait, Varl. We're taking those big...
You flew? Kotalo told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever... Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
I've already braved oceans. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones?
Guess the more the merrier. Are you okay?
I was wondering, she seems angry.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. The Zeniths.
If you say so.
I hope our new
This Silence, he's the one who...
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our... spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that. I need to...
I'll be ready when...
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the...
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyzed. I would say that I am...
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Your people keep mentioning the wings.
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines for us. To imitate this, it is why the Challengers leap into the... And now... like the... So?
I won't lie.
I can only imagine.
Did you meet Tilt?
There is something about her that I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and...
Honestly, with her... Look, but I want her on our side.
It is more than she deserves.
Thank you, Kotallo. Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize.
I would have it know many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we... Though, I am curious how you...
Leave that to me.
As you say.
Anything new going?
The Quen has been more... Her pursuit of knowledge is relentless.
Just think of her like one of your chaplains.
Yes. Oh.
I have to go.
Understood.
There you are.
Focus. It's pearls. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away. I failed Varl, at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more. I'd give anything to have him back. With Regala out of the way, Hikaru and Zanok, they're safe. The future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that is not a battle I am going to win. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now and always.
Yeah?
I was thinking we could spot when you have the time.
Aloy! You came...
Wish I could say we don't need them. But even Regala.
Yeah.
Right. You,
I tried. I don't think even a... And you say she wants to...
I think so. Doesn't look like...
Yet. So... I've been busting my balls trying to learn her...
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you...
Looking forward to it.
I guess silence is...
I was hoping you'd give me...
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. I better get going.
Oh, you know where to...
Aloy, I'm glad to see you're okay. I heard you gave the Tanakh some... I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sun...
Sorry to disappoint. Thoughts on our new...
I'd say she smells like... She's more like a cold piece of...
She's... ready to head over.
Whatever comes.
Have you talked to...
Erend and I tried speaking to Silence.
Charming, isn't he? How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, but he never truly succumbed. Guess that Oseram...
I have to go.
I'll make sure Aaron doesn't punch some...
Thanks.
I'm, gonna clean my gear a little.
I don't think that door had power before, but... looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. This leads. Power cells? Huh. Did it?
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dork, Jiroka, Makalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hikaru called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them. And they fled, as children before a pack of claw striders, all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Vashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Vashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tanakh.
It was an insult. No outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks. And then a Karja messenger was brought before us? That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priest bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down? A true Tanakh would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Oseram Sarah and her sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Akaro and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win. Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hakaro, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
All right.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to, but if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the Ten.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out. Oh. I guess this door's unlocked now. This must have been Beta's private room. Huh. The door's unlocked now. There's more machinery in here. It might have had something to do with the facility's operation. The vault. I found a locked door behind the vent in the basement. Wonder if that's it. Looks like a power cell could fit here. Okay, my console has power now. From the looks of this data, Hephaestus tried multiple times to hack into the repair bay. But doesn't look like it succeeded.
you see, it's happening.
There's Gwen stuff in here now. Must be all of us.
Wait. Where did that file go?
Needs a code. Maybe there's data in the facility that can help. Wings holding up? Is this a piece from the bulwark? Talo must have brought this with him as a trophy. I may have fired the cannon, but he really put Dakota in his place.
Ha!
So, you return.
I'm glad I could help Zoe fix the land gods. She never gave up on them. And because of her, Song's fields will bloom again.
I can read this later.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake. A war horn. To summon an army of rebels and machines. Regala threw everything she had at the Grove. Even in our duel, she was ruthless. Still, I'd rather have her on my side for the fight ahead. Every time we find another link to Dervahl, it's like opening up a wound for Erend all over again. I really hope Asera was the last one. Maybe now he'll finally be able to heal from the pain of his sister's death. Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms.
Chocolate frosting. Sounds like a ration every soldier should have.
There's data here. Another room. What for?
Welcome back, Aloy. Stay as long as you
This
like.
must be from the
I don't
court.
mind company.
Between the Rockbreaker and the Slitherfang, Regala really wrecked the arena. I'm glad her rebellion is finally over. Now Hikaru and his people can move forward.
Sneakers that weren't used for sneaking. Got it. You're doing this for the team, Erend. Come on.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that? All right, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly, from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
Remember, we need to get someone up into the Zenith base intact if we want to take their shields down.
I'll be gentle with it.
We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission. I can hear the drink.
If that one's not working right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all. This saved my butt a couple of times now. It wouldn't feel right to leave it behind. You know, besides, it goes with my outfit.
Wouldn't want to spoil your look. Varro made the right...
Thanks. Yeah, I was... so he sat me down for a drink. Vala, Ursa, Lop.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister...
I guess we never got round to it. If...
You think...
Yeah? Oh.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the cart... for what? To die as sacrifices. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other... And when it was Ursa's turn, the Carja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's Kestra. And the Mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. He enjoyed humiliating her that.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Carja scroll will ever tell you. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so... he got her everything she needed to disguise...
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy.
Oh man, Ursa, but Avad insisted it was the only way. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like...
As perfumed and powdered as a babe.
That would, definitely make for...
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border.
You were right.
All good stories are.
I guess I should...
I'll see you at the rendezvous.
I wouldn't have it any other... I hope everybody's ready.
Aloy, at least now...
Thanks. Everyone here...
You know, he realized I was having trouble. To be honest, I think we both... So, he asked me to join him. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back, and we sat there. Just looking at it. How every corner of it must be... And any fears I had... I miss him terribly.
I know. You and Aaron's...
He may have terrible taste in music, and that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad. I should go.
Before you do...
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave... If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So...
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
Let's just try to all come back home. Okay? You nervous?
I'd be lying.
The plan will work.
Right.
Have you...
There is much to... And his greed so, I started to think, but... And it's a splatter, smudged, or twisting.
I doubt both.
No, but it's...
But you'll have to be quick, in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know. The truth, if we're lucky. Once all this is...
I don't know. If I go back... I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me. Or what they'd do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on, would I be willing to let the truth be buried away by the Board of Over... Would I dare challenge them and or... losing Federa?
Who's this?
We used to be rivals at the academy. I hated her guts. But we became very close, and she promised she'd wait for...
Well, that was smart of her. She won't do any better.
I don't know about that.
I do. I want you to know...
Whatever happens, I never thought I'd get to...
Come on, do I look that old? Kotallo will protect you.
I'm not afraid. I know Kotallo will fulfill his duty as... If we die doing so, at least it'll be a long...
I'd rather you both stay alive.
We'll try and keep...
I need to...
I'll be at the... May truth lead us.
So, how are...
I do not know everything that you have planned, but it doesn't. All that remains is to follow you to the end.
Thank you, Kotallo.
You brought us together. Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremortusk site and test my new arm, before we leave on our mission.
Right.
Thank you.
Now that trade...
The Bulwark.
I'll try not to let...
I know you.
We didn't really get to talk about what happened.
There was nothing. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned among the most distinguished. When the fight is done, I will have...
I'm sure he'd be honored. I'll see you soon.
It will be my...
Aloy, shall we chat some more? Well done, Aloy. Despite you're truly a shining...
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. And then I met Liz. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel alone. I think Liz felt the same way at first. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less.
So helping me. Restoring...
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz... So when I saw you, I knew I had to help you.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. I thought if she could experience a heritage... I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her.
Why do you think Elizabeth...
I've wondered that. She was brilliant. Visionary. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length. I think, in the end, she had...
I found a recording of you after Farzineth's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes.
She said something. I think she regretted how things ended.
Did she? Thank you for telling me. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary.
You said before that you're not like the others.
Out of necessity. Both when Earth was consumed and when the colony... I did what I had to. Hence the data channel with Beta.
What else can we expect if...
As I mentioned in the briefing, there are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing them.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more spec...
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital disaster can strike at any moment.
Have you figured out how...
No, and he's been very... I'll admit it bothers me, but I am confident it will deactivate the other shields.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard.
So, Eric...
I believe he got worse. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable... Even as governments abandoned, he found success with... There were also rumors that he... But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality. In them, he could go on rampage.
All of his tribe believes he was one of them.
Then they would be quite disappointed.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth. And
What does one person do?
buy more power. Gerard's always believed himself to be but beneath that exterior, it was his decision to restrict Beta's while we were painted as her benefit.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough.
I would very much like to see his face.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas,
Stanley. When we established our colony, he built lights, shows, gambling, and while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies,
the way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth.
no, he perished. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient reef, who was she?
a dull star amidst a sea of unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had at age 24 she became the world's most someone who leverages their
What? Like a...
in a way, yes.
Well,
She was her own brand of ruthless.
okay, so I've had
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth.
And let me guess.
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika, she founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was her... And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking... When I think about all of us, we really should have...
Okay.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for my past has always been a struggle. I see Liz's dream fulfilled.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will.
Oh, come on.
Aloy. Bravo. You managed to
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room, but that's not why you're here.
Since when were you...
Since you turned this into modest success.
Okay, so you're big... You learned about the Zeniths from Hades, then you came up with a plan to defeat them, and to get the Tanakhs to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, why couldn't you just...
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I knew I would one day require an army of overs, and I knew you would never allow... Thus, I devised a means to...
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the...
Based on everything I knew about them, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and more...
So you really didn't know they had their own
No.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be... Why create the Sons of You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plan.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah to work?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram Tinker. It was trivial to track her down and...
So you promised her Regal. The Sarah would help you create a machine-writing army?
And so a partnership was born out of...
You think you would have...
I did.
Tell me about the weapon.
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a...
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for... Yes. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army...
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with... Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send it...
So helping a bloodthirsty
Yes. Exceedingly so. She would have led the tribe into battle with...
While I was out there, I had a couple...
The tribe from across the ocean.
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. Don't you want to know more about?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological... They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned, we found Pharaoh at the...
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human...
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his...
For a start.
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you. And...
Yes. For someone to live as long as she had... Well...
Yeah, I'm a...
Survival is only a necessity to my greater...
Do you know something?
Oh, I know a great deal of things.
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally had one? Huh.
It's all going to be okay. We can't give up now.
I miss Varl. It still hurts to think about him. I don't know if the pain will ever really go away. When I find that bastard, Eric, I'm gonna make him pay. Elizabeth and Tilda had a history. The more I learn about her life, the more complicated it seems. I guess she saw something good in Tilda. I don't know what exactly, but seems like it was enough. For a while, at least.
What now?
I need to be going.
Yes, enough talking.
fingers feel stiff in this cold.
Did you need something, Aloy?
Hey, Varl. It's almost time. I don't know how it's gonna go. Well,